Good morning and a very, very magical Monday to each one of us. Where is our birthday girl? Has she logged on? Nitika, there you are. So happy, happy, happy birthday. I know you've been excited about your birthday and we can't wait to see you. So can you just raise your hand so that we can wish you together? There we are. There we are. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nitika. Happy birthday to you. So we're really happy that you want to celebrate your birthday this year, unlike your other birthdays, and that's a breakthrough. So congratulations. Life is a celebration. By now, all of us know it, right? And I'm so happy that you want to celebrate your day, and we can't wait to celebrate you. So have a fantastically magical birthday. Lots of love, lots of light, lots of abundance. Have a wonderful day. So yes, with this, let's come up to our Pixel programming and let's go on further. Today, Pratimaji wants to read, which is fun. Do you raise your hand, Pratimaji, to read? Yes, of course. So let's have the Pixel programming with Esa, and then we can go for a reading.
Yes, I'm the winner.
Yes, we are the winner. We all are winners. Fantastic. All right. Let's plug in the front.
Yes, I'm the winner.
Yes, I'm a winner. We all are the winners. And today, Nitika is for sure a winner. Fantastic. Let's have the magic weight loss pill in front of us. I want to confess, this weekend has been about binging. This weekend has been about seeing Netflix after I don't know how many months. And my eyes are so tired. They just wanted to sleep this morning. I was wondering, how do people manage? How do people stay fresh when they see so much television? I'm completely exhausted. And today I'm home as well. So, yes, let's read the power fact. So yes, these days we've been reading a lot about nature, about how important it is to be connected to our roots. And here we have power fact number 50. Spend time in nature and go for long walks. So Fatima, please read for us.
Nature has a well way of helping your mind and body relax at a cellular level. The concrete jungles most of us live in are not natural habitats for human beings, but the environment we live in shapes how we feel and adapt. So if you live in a city, try to spend weekends amidst nature whenever you can. Weight loss happens in a body that has a relaxed and peaceful mind. And in nature, you will feel this happen automatically. Most of my clients who have successfully lost weight are now addicted to spending time in nature and plan many of their holidays accordingly.
So, one line to take away from all of this is weight loss happens in a body that has a relaxed and peaceful mind. And in nature, you will find that automatically. So, yes, go to your nature, go to the parks in your colonies, spend some time there, do your leisure walk. It's lovely to feel the greenery around you, and it's so beautiful. No matter how the weather is, you always come back refreshed after these beautiful walks in nature. So please go indulge in it. Spend time with your plants. They're also going to make you grow so much, so much, so much more. All right, let's move on to the greatest secret. And today, let's see what Rhonda Byrne has for us to share her knowledge. Today is chapter number 3. The chapter is called The Reveal Continued. So, till now, we have heard a little bit about awareness, and we've heard about how we can be aware, how we can be aware, feeling that we are not a mind, we are not just body, we are the soul, me, the soul. We talked about feeling aware, that we are aware of some higher power of oneness between Mother Nature, universe, and us. And today that journey will be continued. We will be reading further about it. So we are awareness, and we are not a person being aware of something. So let's read for it. Let's read it.
You are awareness. You're not a person being aware of something. You are infinite awareness itself. As Francis Lucille said, a telescope is just an instrument without the astronomer looking through it. Your body and mind are instruments too. And so, what's looking through your eyes? You, awareness. What's hearing sounds? You, awareness. Your body is alive because of awareness. Awareness is actually the life force that animates your body. The fundamental mistake is to believe a human being is experiencing awareness. This is not correct. Only awareness is aware, and therefore, only awareness can experience awareness. When I ask you, are you aware? You will pause to check your experience and you will answer, yes. That yes is an affirmation of awareness of itself. It is not a body or a brain that experiencing being aware, experiences being aware. The body and brain are experience. They don't experience. Robert
So,
Spira,
hmm.
yeah, from the talk, The Light of Consciousness.
So we are conscious, all of us know that, right? We are conscious of the fact that right now we are in this session. But now, what is awareness? We are aware that all of us are together here on a platform to learn. We are aware that we are understanding that there is life beyond just I, me, and am. There's something which we're ready to explore together. Now, the very fact that we wish to know that we are aware of something is wrong. Why? Because we are infinitely aware. Even when we're sleeping, we are aware. Let's turn the page to understand this mystery more. There's only one. Our name is I. Let's read it.
Only awareness is aware. Human beings aren't aware. Dogs and cats aren't aware. Animals aren't aware. Only awareness is aware. There is only one awareness, just as there is only one space in the universe. That awareness is refracted in each of our minds, and as a result, each of our minds seems to have its own package of awareness, just as every building seems to contain its own space. But the awareness with which each of our minds is aware of its experience is the only awareness there is, infinite awareness. Just as the space in all building is the same space. Rupert Spira from the talk, awareness is the only aware entity in existence. This infinite awareness, this one and only awareness is you and every other person. There is only one awareness, and it's the same awareness that is operating through everybody. There is just one of us. There is just one of us. Our name is I. There is only one I, and you are it, as everyone is it. David Bingham. It's the one awareness operating through every living form. All the physical forms are simply different vehicles for the one glorious, infinite awareness. This is the true meaning of the teaching, we are one. Consciousness and awareness are different words used to describe the same thing. They both describe you. This very ordinary consciousness, which is hearing these words right this moment and understanding them, happens to be also the divine consciousness that lives all lives. There is not a single separate entity in the entire cosmos. Francis Lucille from Truth, Love, Beauty. We are one. There is only one in us. There is only one as us. Muji from White Fire, second edition. It's a little like the trillions of individual cells living, working, and operating in your body. Ubiquitous to each of the individual cells, they are really part of the one human being. There are billions of beings in the world operating as individuals, and unbeknownst to most of them, they are the one and only infinite being.
So now, all of us have trillions of cells in our body. What this book is trying to say, even 1 trillion cell is independent. Even 1 trillion cell is being. Imagine you are encompassing trillions of cells in your body, and each of them is an individual. Together, they comprise a human being that's you. But ultimately, you are the infinite being because your soul has traversed millions of lives. Your soul is here for a purpose, and hence you're operating as individual, not knowing that you are one who's infinite. So let's remember that there's a purpose behind our coming, our soul's regeneration program. That's what we are here for, to evolve, to find the higher purpose. So again, I'm repeating to myself and to each one of you, finding an ikigai is very, very important. Similarly, what's important is to be in a happy, joyful, peaceful state of mind. That's also very important. Let's read further.
We have been taught to believe that this consciousness is personal and limited, and that each person is endowed with a private and separate consciousness, so that there are many consciousnesses. We have never considered that while it is easy to verify that two objects are separate, because it is possible to see their borders and limits, it is not possible to find any border or limit to consciousness. Francis Lucille from Truth, Love, and Beauty. If there's only one awareness or consciousness, why aren't you aware of thoughts or sensation in other people's bodies? Or of what an animal in Africa is seeing or hearing? It's because awareness or consciousness has been funneled through your mind, making it localized to your body. Plus, the belief that you are a separate individual prevents you from experiencing the full expansiveness of awareness. But when you feel compassion or love for another, You are far more tuned into the one awareness than you might have realized.
So, is it okay for us to say that awareness is also equal to love? Because you are aware of some person, about some person, not what he or she is feeling in the body, but because you have compassion, because you have love for another, so you're aware about him that he may have realized something. So, right now, it's time to explore what is awareness, each to its own. What are you finding is different, what she's finding is different, what he's finding is different. Right now, we're not confusing each other because we are just exploring what is awareness. Gradually, we'll come to a platform where all of us will think similar, and that's a while away. It's not coming immediately. So, let's keep exploring, let's keep pondering over these thoughts, and let's keep coming to the fact what is awareness. Consciousness and awareness are actually two sides of the same coin. They both are us, they both are we, and we're no longer I, me, and am. It's I, the soul. Let's go further.
I've lost myself. Where are we?
Is the first page, the first line of your page number 52 on the left side of yours?
Yeah. We've all had glimpses in our life of the awareness that we are, but more often than not, we pass them off as something we imagined or a trick of the mind. Whether we remember them or not, we've had experience that we can't explain, very often when we were children. It may have been an experience where you felt you expanded to be really big and felt like the world was within you. Or maybe you saw or heard something that no one else could see or hear. Children are more tuned into awareness because their mind hasn't yet covered awareness over with a whole array of mental concepts and beliefs. Under the age of 2.5, children are pure, simple awareness. They don't have the experience of being separate, which is why they refer to themselves as a third person. On seeing herself in a photograph, 2-year-old Sarah will point and say, "That's Sarah." She won't say, "That's me," because she's not yet experiencing herself as me, a separate person. Her experience is that there's only one and she is it, and everyone else is it. There's nothing out there but our consciousness. There's only one consciousness and we are it. Leslie Levinson from Happiness is Free, volumes 1 to 5. Awareness or consciousness is all through your body and everywhere outside your body. Awareness can't be contained within your body because awareness is formless. It would be like trying to contain space in a jar. Of course, space is both inside the jar and everywhere outside the jar. In fact, the jar is in space, just as all bodies are in awareness. Absolutely everything is contained in awareness, and it's the reason why the enlightened beings experience of life is that they are everything, because they are everything. And as awareness, so are you.
So let's understand one more thing. Awareness is inside, awareness is outside, awareness is universal, it's everywhere. So we can't really categorize awareness. Everything in the world is aware. And when we say enlightened beings, experience of life, is that they are everything because they are everything. It's something which is high, but let's remember we are energy, right? We all know we are energy. We all know that the world around us has energy. Universe is energy, we are energy. So there is oneness. Similarly, there is awareness outside and inside. Now, how do we stay as aware is something we'll discuss in the next section. But before that, we'll conclude this one by having a couple of quotes. Let's see what Buddha has to say, what other teachers have to say about awareness. Let's read it.
Behind your eyes is the same consciousness, the only consciousness that is behind Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, and behind all eyes, my teacher. Think about
So,
that. Yeah, please.
so our eyes have consciousness. You can see it, right? We're aware. So we discussed yesterday that even while we are sleeping, even while these beautiful eyes are closed, when you're in a deep slumber at night, even then you're aware. You're aware that you're sleeping because awareness never dies. It's always 24/7. It's constant. So it's very important for us to know that we are aware all the time. Our subconscious mind is present all the time, come what may. So it's very important to correlate that there is oneness, infinite oneness in the universe, and that is us, and that is also awareness. Now let's understand more.
Think about that. Your consciousness is the same consciousness as all of the great beings. That's how close you are to them. They are not at a distance from you. You are with them. The mystery, the magic of it is that this ordinary consciousness that we take for granted, even as far as denying its existence, happens to be the consciousness of the universe itself, its true center. Francis Lucille from Truth, Love, Beauty.
Now we'll talk about a lot of things, and the most important thing is how do we stay that we are aware? How to stay as awareness? And let's understand this.
There's no process to become the awareness that you are. It's not something you have to attain. This is not something that certain people have and you don't have. You are already it right now. You may have overlooked it and you may have believed all your life that you were just a person, but not, but that doesn't alter the fact of what you actually are. You can lose everything else, but you can never lose the awareness that you are. Muji from vaster the sky, greater than space. When a human being lives from the place of knowing their infinite awareness, then the experience of living in a material world becomes breathtaking because their mind has dropped to the background and awareness is in the foreground. They are no longer subject to the turmoil of the mind. So they are light-hearted, happy all the time, and laugh a lot. They are existing in pure happiness and bliss and living their lives from that place every day. Problems are virtually non existent. Everything dreamt of comes to them. And because they are consciously living as awareness, they are fully aware of their immortality. They know they are everything, and yet they know they are not affected by anything. Life on, life on earth doesn't get any better than this. Every little thing you do or see, where every little ordinary thing carries this tingly sense of being. It is hard not to cry sometimes at the most unspectacular things, the lines of the wall in relation to the flat of the floor. It's horizontality, the nap of the rug, the sound of the car going by, the smell of the skin on your arm, all is miraculous. Jan Frazier from Open the Door.
So we take ourselves for granted, we take life for granted, we even take our happiness for granted because it's the done thing. There's nothing extraordinary about that, is what many of us feel. So what Jan Frazier is trying to tell us from opening the door is that life is beautiful. That every little thing that you see, which is mundane or something which is so typical of life, is ordinary. So we are in power to realize that that is not ordinary. We are there to realize, we have to realize that life is beautiful. Every single sound, every single feeling, every single sight is miraculous, only if we want to see it, because life is full of abundance. And we might take things for granted, but we have to become aware that this is happening and this is nothing short of a miracle. Let's read further.
But you have to experience it for yourself. Hearing it from someone else as a guide, pointing you in the right direction. It's like a travel agent describing Mount Everest. You can't know what Mount Everest is like until you get there and experience it for yourself. Only then you know. It's actually impossible not to remain at this open space of consciousness. However, to be it knowingly is a different matter. Francis Lowell from The Perfume of Silence. You cannot be out of awareness. It is missed simply through the habit of placing the attention in the thinking. Peter Lorre. We can put our attention either on the thoughts in our head or on the awareness that we are. It's a simple shift of your attention. Put your attention on awareness as often as you can, rather than giving your attention to thinking, and you will be on your way to absolute freedom and bliss.
This will happen for sure. It'll take time, but it will happen. So just keep seeing what's coming our way, keep reflecting, keep understanding. Rupal says she's finally begun to understand a bit. That's what it happens. It'll take us time. But just the way this book says very, very categorically that if I talk to you about Mount Everest, even I do not know how the experience is because I haven't been there. It's like explaining to you about something that I have never experienced, or the author telling us something about what he has experienced. But how will I know the sheer beauty of it until I feel it? So all of us have to unfold bit by bit, turn the page, clear the realms, and then come to it. This will happen 100%, but it'll take its own sweet time. Tomorrow we'll start with the section on the awareness practice, 3 steps to bliss. So we talk about these 3 steps only tomorrow. We are going to go very slowly, very steadily, not too fast because too much information load and we're realizing a lot of stuff new. Today we begin our brand new book on the power. I don't know how many of you have read it, but those who haven't, it's a very simple book. It's again by Rhonda Byrne. It's extremely simple, very everyday language. Every person can understand that. So it'll be great that from a deep soul searching book of the greatest secret, you're coming down to a book which is so simple that you relate to it. Power is also a book that will make you feel that we have the power within us for every single thing. It's also about mind, body, and soul. So, soul is something that we are handling more in other sections of the learning, but this book is primarily about life, how simple life is, how uncomplicated life is. And with this, we'll start a brand new journey. And the idea to bring the greatest secret to you was like a last book, and power will finish before the greatest secret, I feel. So let's read this book, and I'll explain to you what this book is all about. If you see the power, the logo in the center, it's just nothing but sheer energy. You, all of us have this energy in every single cell of ours. This book is beautiful. It says, you're meant to have an amazing life. In this book, I want to show you the way to an amazing life. There is so much for you to know about life, and it is all good. In fact, it is beyond good. It's phenomenal. Life is so much easier than you think it is. And as you come to understand the way life works and the power you have inside you, you will create the magic of life in its fullness. And then you will have an amazing life. Now let the magic of your life begin from the power. Let's read this book further. So, this is the handbook to the greatest power in the universe, the power to have everything you want in life. Without the power, you would not have been born. Without the power, there wouldn't be a single human being on the planet. Every discovery, invention, and human creations come from the power. The power, perfect health, incredible relationships, a career you love, a life filled with happiness, and the money you need to be, do, and have. So you want to be something, you want to do something, or you want to have something. Everything you want will come to your way very easily. All that will come with the power. The life of your dreams has always been closer to you than you realized because of the power to have everything good in life is inside you. And that's something a lot of us discovered with a simple book called Magic also. To create anything, to change anything, all it takes is one thing, and that one thing is power. So now who's Rhonda Byrne? A lot of us know about Rhonda Byrne. We've read a couple of her books, and now here we are. About Rhonda Byrne, her intention is joy to billions. She began her journey with a secret film. All of us have viewed that movie before we began this course. It's been viewed by millions across the planet. She followed the secret book, a worldwide bestseller, now available in over 50 plus languages. Now, with the power, Rhonda Byrne continues groundbreaking work as she reveals the greatest secret force in our universe. Let's turn the page. Let's go on to the main section. Furthermore, furthermore, so now this is something that's very important for us to understand. It is the cause of all perfection, of all things throughout the universe. What is that? The Emerald Tablet is one beautiful chronology of learning, sharings, findings. And this was there in 3000 BC. How did magically all of those things come in existence? Why? This is spoken in the Emerald Tablet. Let's read further. So these are what we're going to go through. Of course, the Rhonda always begins with dedications, with forward, with acknowledgements. Now, this book will introduce us to power. What is the power of feelings, our frequencies, the power in creation. Feeling is creation. Feeling is creation. Life follows you. Keys to ponder. The power and money. The power and relationships. Power and health. The power in you, and the power and life. This book is going to cover every single thing a human being has. Let's turn the page. So here we are. This is just a foundation for the book. And Pratimaji, please go for reading the foreword.
September 9, 2004 is a day I will never forget. It seemed like any other morning when I woke up, but it would become the greatest day of my life. Like most other people, I struggled and worked hard to survive all my life, dealing with difficulties and obstacles as best I could. But 2004 had been an especially tough year for me, and the challenging circumstances literally brought me to my knees on September 9th. My relationships, health, career, and finances appear to be in an irreversible state. Irretrievable state. I could see no way out of the mounting difficulties that surrounded me. And then it happened. My daughter handed me a 100-year-old book. And during the 90 minutes it took me to read the book, my entire life changed. I understood how everything had happened in my life.
And I immediately knew what to do to change every circumstance.
Yeah, I immediately knew what to do to change every circumstances into what I wanted.
So this book that Rhonda Byrne read, which changed her entire life, is something which we've all gone through. And do you remember seeing this video we had showcased? I'd also send the video. It's a beautiful video. It's an animated video. Wallace Wattles is an amazing being. Why? Because he made us understand that how can we get rich? The science of getting rich, not just rich monetarily, but to get rich as a person. And this is absolutely amazing. If somebody doesn't have it today, we will be sharing it. Please take our time to see this beautiful animated video. It's amazing. If you hear it, it's a little boring, but if you see the video, you'll be getting the synopsis and the summary. All right, let's turn the book.
I had discovered a secret that had been passed on through centuries, but had been known by very few people throughout history. From that moment, the world I saw was not the same world. Everything I had believed about the way of life worked was the very opposite of how it really was. I had lived decades believing that the things in life just happened to us. But now I could see the incredible truth. I could also see that the majority of people did not know this secret. So I set out to share it with the world. Against every imaginable obstacle, I created with the film The Secret, and it was released to the world in 2006. Later the same year, I wrote the book The Secret, which enabled me to share more of what I had discovered. When The Secret was released, it traveled at lightning speed and was passed from one person to another across the planet. Today, tens of millions of people in every country in the world have changed their lives in the most in the mo- in the most incredible ways with its knowledge. As people learned how to change their lives with The Secret, they shared thousands of amazing stories with me. And I received more insights into why people experience such difficulties in their lives. And with those insights came the knowledge of the power, knowledge that can change lives instantly. The Secret reveals the law of attraction, the most powerful law that governs our lives. The power contains the essence of everything I have learned since The Secret was released in 2006. In the power, you will come to understand that all it takes is just one thing to change your relationships, money, health, happiness, career, and your entire life. You don't need to have read The Secret for the power to change your life, because everything you need to know is contained in the power. If you have read The Secret, then this book will add immeasurably, immeasurably to what you already know. There is so much for you to know. There is so much for you to understand about yourself and your life. It is all good. In fact, it is beyond good. It's phenomenal.
So please understand, Secret Book or Secret movie, if we saw, invited us to the world of law of attraction. It told us whatever we feel is coming true. We are sowing seeds to bring to fruition later. But they never talked about our frequency. They never talked about our importance of how we can elevate our frequency. This book will change us and get to our being to make us understand that life is full of power once we really wish to use it, and how to harness that energy within us, because we are all energy beings. With this, we conclude the foreword and we'll move on to the next section.
I
Yes, please read the acknowledgements. Acknowledgements are very important in life. Time and again, you'll think, why are we reading this again and again? But it's very important to know that we acknowledge every single person in our life. Right now, let's go for it.
acknowledgements. My deepest gratitude to the greatest human beings in history who risked their lives to ensure the knowledge and truth of life was preserved for future generations. For the creation of the book, The Power, I want to thank the following people for their invaluable assistance in making this book what it is. Skype by Brian for a phenomenal editing, and together with Jan Child for their guidance, encouragement, expertise, and invaluable input. Josh Gold for his fastidious scientific and historical research. Samus Hoare of Godser Media, and Nick George for the book design, and Nick George for his original artwork and graphics, and dedication in working to create a powerful and beautiful book that will touch every person's life who holds it in their hands. My deepest thanks to my publishers at Simon and Schuster, Colleen Rady, and Judith Kerr for their faith and willingness to open their minds and hearts to new ways so that together we can bring joy to billions. My editor, Leslie Meredith, who made the editing process of The Power a complete joy. Copy editors Peg Hillett, Kimberly Goldston, and Isodel Saw.
This book is designed so beautifully. It's really a pleasure to go through it. So yeah, a lot is coming
And the rest
our way.
of the team at Simon and Schutzer, Dennis Edlow, Lisa Kane, Ellen Ahner, Darden Delilo, Swine Fan, Kit Beckford, and Donna Loffader for their tireless ongoing work. My love and thanks to my work colleagues and dear friends who make up the secret team for their courage to open their minds to all possibilities and overcome every challenge so that we can bring joy in the world. Paul Hallington, Jan Child, Donnan Dyke, Andrea Kerr, Glenda Bell, Mark O'Connor, Damon Cowboy, Daniel Kerr, Tim Patterson, Haley Byrne, Karen Boyle, Kim Vernon, Chai Lee, Laurie Sharper, Skype Brian, Josh Gold, Nick George, Laura Jensen, and Peter Bryan. My thanks to lawyers Michelle Gardner and Susan Say of Gardner Say. My deepest thanks to lawyers Brad Brain and Louis Lay at Monger Tolls for their guidance and expertise, for being a living example of integrity and truth, and for bringing positivity into my life.
So let's understand. Rhoda Byrne is, by the way, it's burn, like the way you get burnt out. It's burn. That's how you pronounce. It's not Brian or Byron. It's burn. So now the secret team, she's appreciating everyone. Why? Because they were courageous. They opened their minds to all possibilities and overcame every single challenge that came their way so that they could together bring joy to the world. Isn't that wonderful that the entire team was open and receptive? The entire team was ready to have cross any hurdles, any obstacles, and take in any possibilities. Similarly, she's very thankful to her entire team. Why? Because they maintain the integrity, they maintain the truth day by day. Now, what is integrity? Coming in time in the sessions this morning is also integrity. We're logging in 5 minutes late, which means we're out of integrity because we are not committed. And to always staying positive, come what may. To bring positivity to one another is also an important part of our being. And that is what her team was all about. This together. Now, the entire Sangha, we are so full of positivity. We're not talking about negatives. What's happening? We're constantly pushing ourselves to a higher limit. We're constantly pushing each one of us to share his or her sorrows, be there for them. That is what a Sangha is all about. That is what Rhonda Byrne's team is all about. Furthermore, she wants to give a gratitude towards her dearest friends. Please.
My thanks to lawyers Michael Gardner and Susan Say of Gardner Say. My deepest thanks to lawyers Brad Bryan and Louis Lay at Monger Tolls for their guidance and expertise, for being a living example of integrity and truth, and for bringing positivity into my life. To my dearest friends who continually inspire me to greatness, Ellen Bate, Brigitte Murphy, Paul Suding, Mark Weaver, Fred Nader, Danny Hain, Bobby Webb, James Sinclair, George Berman, Carmen West, Helmer Lagespada, and last but not least, Engel Martin Velos, whose spiritual light and faith causes me to lift myself to new levels so that I can fulfill my dreams of bringing joy to billions. To my daughters, Haley and Sky, who are my greatest teachers and who light up my life every single day with their presence, and to my sister Pauline, Glenda, Jan, and Kay, for their never-ending love and support through the good times and through the challenging times. The sudden death and loss of a father in 2004 led me to the discovery of the secret. During the process of writing The Power, a mother, a best friend, passed away, leaving us to continue on without her and be the best that we can be, and to live unconditionally so that we can make a difference in the world. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Mom, for everything.
With that, we conclude the acknowledgements and we just have a beginning into the chapter reading. So let's go for the first chapter. So this book is inviting us to a world of spirituality, to also a world of our being. And the world is absolutely amazing. With the introduction, you'll be able to understand a lot more in life. Let me introduce this diagram on the left side. It's a tree that's growing on the basis, if you see the roots are coming from a lot of books. So knowledge makes you more rooted, knowledge makes you more grounded, and knowledge makes you grow. So very important to know that we are meant to have an amazing life, but we're supposed to be reading books. We're supposed to be increasing our level of learning every single day. And that's what will make us more grounded. Let's read.
You're meant to have an amazing life. You are meant to have everything you love and desire. Your work is meant to be exciting, and you're meant to accomplish all the things you would love to accomplish. Your relationships with your family and friends are meant to be filled with happiness. You're meant to have all the money you need to live a full, wonderful life. You're meant to be living your dreams, all of them. If you want to travel, you're meant to travel. If you would love to start a business, you're meant to start a business. If you would love to learn to dance or learn how to sail a yacht or study Islam, you're meant to do those things. If you would love to be a musician, a scientist, a business owner, an inventor, a performer, a parent, or whatever it is you would love to be, you're meant to be it. When you wake up each day, you should be filled with excitement because you know the day is going to be full of great things. You're meant to be laughing and full of joy. You're meant to feel strong. You're meant to feel strong and safe. You're meant to feel good about yourself and know you are invaluable. Of course, there will be challenges in your life, and you are meant to have them too because they help you to grow. But you are meant to know you're meant to know how to overcome problems and challenges. You're meant to be victorious. You're meant to be happy. You're meant to be meant to have an amazing life. You're not born to struggle. You were not born to struggle. You were not born to live a life where the moments of joy are few and far between. You were not born to toil in your work 5 days a week with flitting moments of happiness on weekends. You were not born to live with limited energy, feeling exhausted at the end of each day. You are not born to worry or to be afraid. You were not born to suffer. What would be the point of your life? You are meant to experience life to its fullest and everything you want. And at the same time, be filled with joy, health, vitality, excitement, and love, because that is an amazing life.
I really want all of us to understand one very simple fundamental. We are born to live like a queen, like a king. There's nothing called compromise. Nothing. You can have every single thing every single day. There's no need to compromise. You are not meant to compromise. You're not meant to struggle. You are meant to live a life full of joy, happiness, and abundance. When you know that, life will become a cakewalk. Even business families, when people are working 24/7 and they are not enjoying their life, they're not making enough money because they're struggling. It's in their mind that only if I work 5 days a week for so many hours a day will I be able to make money. No, it's absolutely wrong. The biggest multinational houses in the world who have the biggest businesses, they're happy playing golf, every day, couple of hours. They don't even go to their factories, they don't even go to their offices. They have meetings once in a while because everything is so systematic, everything is so planned. You're meant to live your life vivaciously. There's nothing to get exhausted. There's nothing to come to a day and say, oh, I really struggled. No, obstacles will come in your life, challenges will come in your life because it's natural, but they will teach you a better lesson. And one mistake will make you count 10 blessings. Now, that's how beautiful life is. Life is meant to be a life where you live your life purposefully, where you have your dream life, and everything you want is possible. And believe me, I repeat myself, it's possible because of you, not because of your parents, not because of your children, if you have, not because of your partner, if you have. It's meant for you. So only you are the creator. Get that very, very straight. Everything is a possibility. It's only you who is creating it. Let's continue.
The life of your dreams, everything you would love to be, do, or have, has always been closer to you than you knew, because the power to everything you want is inside you. There is a supreme power and ruling force which pervades and rules the boundless universe. You are a part of this power. Prentice Alfred, New Thought author, 1834 to 1891. Think, sorry. In this book, I want to show you the way to an amazing life. You will discover something incredible about yourself, your life, and the universe. Life is so much easier than you think it is. And as you come to understand the way life works and the power you have inside you, you will experience the magic of life in its fullness. And then you will have an amazing life. Now let the magic of your life begin.
Truly, the magic of our life is beginning now with this most powerful book at the end of our journey. It's really a beautiful amalgamation that power has come into our life and also has come into our life the greatest secret. So, yes, we're going to have a super, super magical life. Let's turn the page. We will read a part of this. What is the power? It's an introduction chapter about what exactly is the power. So, if you look at this chapter on the left, you see a woman who's sitting. Who's this woman? Does anyone know? There's an apple that's falling from the branches.
Eve,
So if anyone knows who, yes, absolutely, that's Eve, the beginning of mankind. So there is this energy on top, right in the center, and there is this vitality, this energy everywhere. If you look at the golden lines, it's nothing but energy. The tree branches have energy, the bark has energy, the leaves have energy, the apple that's falling is full of energy, and even the falling has an energy. So does Eve. So remember, everything in the world is full of power. All you have to know is that you are power and nothing in the world can stop you. What this power is, I cannot say. All I know is that it exists, says Alexander Graham Bell, the man who invented the very beautiful machine, the phone that we all communicate from. So he says that it's everywhere. What is it? He doesn't know, but it exists. And that's what we will all realize. Let's read.
Life is simple. Your life is made up of only two kinds of things, positive things and negative things. Each area of your life, whether it's your health, money, relationships, work, or happiness, is either positive or negative to you. You have plenty of money or you lack money. You're brimming with health or you lack health. Your relationships are happy or difficult. Your work is exciting and successful or dissatisfying and unsuccessful. You are filled with happiness or you don't feel good a lot of the time. You have good years or bad years, good times or bad times, good days or bad days.
I hope we agree with this, right? It's either here or there. They're both there. How we see is how life is coming across.
If you have more negative things than positive things in your life, then something is very wrong and you know it. You see other people who are happy and fulfilled and whose lives are full of great things. And something tells you that you deserve all that too. And you're right, you do deserve a life overflowing with good things.
So if everything is going wrong, please, you know that you deserve the best, right? And you can change the things around. And let's have the next page.
Most people who have a great life don't realize exactly it was that they did to get it, but they did do something. They use the power that is cause of everything good in life. Without exception, every person who has a great life used love to achieve it. The power to have all the positive and good things in life is love. Love has been talked about and written about since the beginning of time in every religion and by every great thinker, philosopher, prophet, and leader. But many of us have not truly understood their wise words. Even though their teachings were specifically for people in their time, their one truth and message to the world is still the same today: love. Because you love, you are using the greatest power in the universe.
So the
The
way
force,
energy, yeah, the way energy is all around us, the way we say power is within us, similarly, love is in every single cell of the world, the universe. So either there is lack of love or there is love, but love is nonetheless there. So if there is less of love means the very fact that love is lesser, love is there, even hatred is a form of love. So lack of love makes it hatred. So remember, the force of love is the most important to drive the world. Love for what? Love for every single thing. Love is an element which, though physically unseen, is as real as air or water. It is an acting, living, moving force. It moves in waves and currents like those of the ocean, says Prentice Mulford, a New Thought author. So we may not be able to feel, to sense the love, to like see the love physically, but we can sense it, we can feel it. You can see air, can you see air? You can't see air, but you know there's air. So if a fan is going around, you know there's air. You could feel it on your hair, you can feel on your skin. Similarly, love is there. If I love you, you'd be able to feel that. If you love me, I'll be able to feel it. So it's very important for us to realize that love is everywhere. Let's read about it.
the kind of love that the greatest thinkers and saviors of the world talked about is very different from most people understand love to be. It is much more than loving your family, friends, and favorite things, because love is not just a feeling. Love is a positive force. Love is not weak, feeble, or soft. Love is the positive force of life. Love is the cause of everything positive and good. There are not 100 different positive forces in life. There is only one. Nature's greatest power, like gravity and electromagnetism, are invisible to our senses, but their power is indisputable. Likewise, the force of love is invisible to us, but its power is in fact far greater than any of nature's powers. The evidence of its power can be seen everywhere in the world. Without love, there is no life.
Without love, there is absolutely no life. And that is something all of us have to remember. If you hate something, it's time to change your emotions. And how will you do that? We'll keep coming to you in this book. This book will talk to you about high frequency. This book will tell you how to change yourself. And this book is very beautiful, very powerful. Let's read further.
Take a moment to think about it. What would the world be without love? First of all, you wouldn't even exist. Without love, you couldn't have been born. None of your family and friends would have been born either. In fact, there wouldn't be a single human being on the planet. If the force of love ceased today, the entire human race would decrease and eventually die out. Every single invention, discovery, and human creation came from the love in a human heart. If it were not for the love of the Wright brothers, we would not fly in an airplane. If it were not for the love of scientists, inventors, and discoverers, we would not have had electricity, heating or light, nor would be able to drive a car or use a phone, appliance, or any of the technology that makes life easier and more comfortable. Without the love of the architects and the builders, there wouldn't be no homes, buildings, or cities. Without love, there would be no medicines, doctors, or emergency facilities, no teachers, schools, or education. There would be no books, no paintings, no music, because all of these are created from the positive force of love. Take a look around you right now. Whatever you see that is a human creation would not be there without love.
Isn't it wonderful? If you look at yourself, there are books. Books have been written by people who have loved something and they've been so passionate that they want to introduce the concept to you. Even if you have a glass in front of you, a cup in front of you, imagine drinking water like that from somebody pouring it down. How difficult it is. Now you can measure your water. Why? Every single little invention or big invention is there because there is love in somebody's heart. Whatever you're living in is because of love. Even the chair that you're sitting on is created by somebody who thought there was a need for a chair. So life is all about love. Whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, whether it's anything in the world, love is driving us towards them. Now, a very beautiful saying says Robert Browning, he was a poet. He says, take away love, and our earth is a tomb. So, isn't it wonderful? If there is no love, there is no life. That's how life is. So, with this, we conclude the introduction of this beautiful book. And tomorrow, we shall take our learnings forward. And let's go for a meditation. Let's go for a blessing, the heart thought for the day. Let's see what's coming our way. And can I have a new volunteer to read if there are any new volunteers left who've never read? When I look at my screen, I think every single person has read for us. Isn't that wonderful? Deepika has read for us, but I'm happy for her to read again. So fantastic. Deepika, you want to raise your hand because Sherry thought of you today? So today is all about peace. And today it's until I'm introducing someone, please raise your hand. Old or new, please raise. It is safe to look within. Each time you look deeper into yourself, you're going to find incredibly beautiful treasures within you. I am at the center of peace. This is our world. We have to realize that we are here for a reason, for a purpose. Please read it, Sneha.
Yeah. I am at the center of peace. The outer world touches me not. I am in charge of my own being. I guard my inner world, for it is there that I create. I do whatever I need to do to keep my inner world peaceful. My inner peace is essential for my health and well being. I go within and find that space where all is quiet and serene. I may see it I may see it as a peaceful, deep, quiet pool surrounded by green grass and tall, silent trees. I may feel it is as white below
Belowy
below
clouds. Yeah.
belowy clouds upon which to lay and be
Caressed. Caressed.
caressed. I may hear it as flowing, delightful music, soothing my senses. However, I choose to experience my inner space, I find peace. At the center of peace, I am the pure I am the pureness and stillness of the center of my creative process. In peace, I create. In peace, I live and move and experience life because I keep myself centered in inner peace. I have peace in my outer world, though others may have discord and chaos. It touches me not, for I declare peace for myself. Though there may be madness all around me, I am calm and peaceful. The universe is one of the great order and peacefulness, and I reflect this in my every moment of life. The stars and the planets do not need to be worried or fearful in order to maintain their heavenly orbits. Nor does chaotic thinking contribute to my peaceful existence in life. I choose to express peacefulness, for I am peace, and so it is.
Thank you, Sneha. That was a wonderful attempt and fantastic. And of course,
Thank you.
Pratima ji's reading after such a beautiful three books, one after another, was heart touching and so beautiful with her lovely voice. So, thank you, dear readers. Truly a pleasure to have had you in the morning.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Thank you.
We
Okay.
sanghas are power and love, Prachi.
I'm so glad. Yes, we are the power. Absolutely. All right. So now, when we talk about peace, it's very important to understand that we need to train ourselves to find peace in every single thing that we do. If we firefighting, if we are looking for negatives, if we are trying to procrastinate, if you're trying to ridicule somebody, we will never find peace. Let go is very important. To be surrounded by the majestic world and to know that, yes, we are truly blessed is something we have to attune ourselves into. If we truly wish to live a life of abundance, then we have to remember that we have to choose the right experience at the right time. When we know that at the center of peace I'm the pureness and stillness of the center of my creative process. So, whether you're creating a negative emotion or a positive emotion, you are the creator. You are creating that entire process, that entire feeling. And when you create, whatever you create will bring you peace or it'll throw you off balance. So let's get centered, let's get balanced, let's get peaceful because it's all in our hands. Nobody in the world has the power to make us unsettled. If we shift the power from ourselves to somebody else, then we can be irritated, then we can be full of frustration or something because we're allowing the power shift. So remember, don't give the power to anybody to just get your antennas up or to make you off balance because you are balanced. The stars and the planets do not need to be worried or fearful in order to maintain the heavenly orbits. Similarly, we don't need to be fearful because we know we are on the right orbit and we are doing our beautiful life. We are traversing our beautiful life in all the peace that we choose. So let's choose peacefulness because we are peace, and so it is. Thank you so much, Ritesh sir, for showcasing these magical books. And with this, we conclude and we'll meditate. So everyone, please get comfortable. If you're lazing right now, it's time to bring yourselves to attention. Back straight, feet firmly placed on the ground, hands in the Gyan Mudra on your thighs or however you wish, eyes closed, and you're wearing a beautiful smile on your face. Let's inhale deep. Hold and release. Once more, inhale. Hold and gradually, ever so slowly, exhale. Once more, inhale. Hold it. And softly exhale. Life is magical. Life is power. Life is purpose. And each one of us is in a pursuit of finding this magical power within us, a sense of being, our life's purpose. And ever so gently, we're inching closer and closer to this world of reality. The real me who's aware, I, the soul. Very gradually, realizing that we have taken this body for some purpose of ours, and that purpose is probably extreme joy, extreme happiness, extreme abundance. And this will come to us when we find our ikigai, some activity that makes us really happy. When we're happy, we're growing. And let's thank our stars and our life for our growth. Let's thank these wonderful books and these magical authors who are weaving magic in our life every single morning. Each one of them comes with a world of knowledge, a world of learning, and each one of us is soaking in this magical knowledge and growing abundantly. Each one of us know that we are the creators of our life. Whatever we want is possible. Now is a time to become more organized. Now is a time to go compartmentalized, to go for batching, knowing that everything is possible in my world because I am a yes person, because I am open and receptive to all the goodness and the abundance in the universe. Whatever I desire comes to me magically because I am centered, balanced, and aligned. Because I meditate each morning, each day, knowing that my meditation makes me closer to the world of my dreams. There are days when I'm in doubt, but I know that this cloudy doubt will also vanish in thin air the day I introspect, the day I reflect, because learning is second to my nature. I'm evolving every day slowly and steadily as a learner, as a person with sounder knowledge of bank knowledge. I am richer with values, with life lessons, with experiences, and with knowledge. And so it is. Let's bend our heads in gratitude to our beautiful Mother Earth, planet Earth. We wish you the very best. We wish you balance yourself to its optimum. We wish that the human race, we the human race, stop abusing you and start respecting you. And so it is. Dear planet Earth, thank you for being ever so kind. Thank you for being an unconditional giver. And thank you for taking all my ill will in you. Whatever negative just flows in you, never to be found. And I'm so, so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's look at our eye level. Our eyes are closed, yet we are seeing our beautiful life. I love my life. Now I know I accept my life so easily because that's the only intention and that's the only purpose and that's the only mantra. When I accept the now, I'm ready for a better tomorrow. So, whatever happened my way, I accept it fully, wholly, gracefully. The extra fears that I have in me are just completely going in Mother Earth through my feet, which are rooted. If any extra weight is in me, it's flowing so easily out of my body because I am protected by the divine, spiritual love. I am the power. I am love. I'm truly a blessed person. Thank you, dear life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't wait to live the future. I'm loving the present as well. Thank you. Let's look up at the heavens above, open our hands in gratitude. Thank our universe for having our backs. Thank our cosmos, divinity, angels, and guardians for guiding us, directing us to our reality, to our highest good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our hands are now expanded on a heart level, left and right, they're reaching out as wide as they can. I am open and receptive to all the goodness and abundance of the universe. My heart is filling with love, joy, and abundance. I invite the greenery from all around me, no matter how far, to enter me and make my heart a richer place. I am full of love, and so it is. Bring our hands in unison in front of each other by folding them together. Energize them once. Touch your head, your scalp, your hair, bless them. The conscious, subconscious mind, bless them. Energize them once more. Bless your face, your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your ears. Energize them once more. Bless your neck, your food pipe, your shoulders, and your full arms. Bless it once more. Energize your upper back, middle back, lower back, spinal cord, and hips. Energize it once more and bless your lungs, bless your heart, bless your liver, bless your stomach, bless your intestines, your gallbladder, kidney, uterus, sexual organs, and excretory organs. Energize it one last time and bless your legs from your thighs, upper and lower, to your knees, to your calves, to your ankles, and to your feet, to fingers and nails. Come back up. Let's thank the trillions of cells in our body, our blood circulation system, our tissues, bones, fibers, muscles, and our circulatory system. Thank you, dear skin, for protecting me from all things averse. I'm truly grateful. Thank you for the magical gift of health. I'm loving it, and I promise to respect it a bit more every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now feel the energy, invite love, invite blessings of abundance. Feel them between your palms and shower each one of your Sanghamitra, including yourself, with the love, with the light, and with blessings. May everyone's dreams come to fruition. And so it is. Love, light, and blessings to Nitika, the birthday girl, to Pratima ji, to Radhika, Kiranmay, Mudita, Shelly, Ravi ji, Dipali, Sangeeta, Kirti, Anika, Shraddha, Archana, Sneha, Alona and Sailesh, Nisha, Payal, Shalu, Shweta, Monish, Sudha, Archana, Kuldeep ji, Reema, Preeti, Nisha, Harpreet, Anjuji, Ankita, Reena, Kavita, Manika, Shilpa, and to everyone whose cameras are off, which is Minakshi, Sunita ji, Sushma ji, Akshay, Ritesh sir, Ashima, Gitika, Niyati, Sapna, Poonam, Puneet, Arushi, Pramila Jin, Alithya. Lots of love, light, and blessings. May all your dreams come true. And so it is. So thank you for this beautiful morning, and thank you for coming together to celebrate our wonderful Nitika's birthday. And tomorrow we shall meet again on something new coming our way, more power, more greatest secrets unfolding, of course, our heart thoughts, and of course, a beautiful power session with Luke Cotino. Thank you, everyone, for being here. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Thank you. Thank you, Ritesh sir, for a magical morning.